German beer gardens, a staple of beer, pretzel and sausage consumption not only in Germany but in many countries around the world. And since I am the German and we are all about the consumption of things that you can eat and drink, it is time to find out what an American understanding of German beer garden food looks like here in the mighty US of A.
We are still in South Carolina, here on the east coast of the US, but today we're gonna taste a little bit of Germany, hopefully, because we're going to a very German restaurant. It's actually right behind me. It's called Hans and Franz Biergarten. So it's not only a restaurant, it's supposed to be a big beer garden as well. And me as the German, I have to go and see how German it actually is and especially how good the food is. Let's go. All right, so we just sat down at this place called Hans and Franz Biergarten, and that is the most German name I've ever heard. But I have to give it to them. The environment, the beer garden looks very nice. They actually have a big indoor section as well. And here they have plenty of these beer benches with the beer tables. And I'm just gonna try this Paulaner beer here, which looks nice. It's a full pint. Just the crown is a little flat, but it's expected in this country.
Yeah, Americans don't like that much head on their beers.
Oh, it's good. Good beer. Good time for a beer before noon here.
So as soon as I saw this starter on the menu, I knew we had to get it. This felt like American-German fusion. It is a fried sauerkraut ball, and look at this. Look how interesting it is. It comes with a Kartoffelsalat and a curry ketchup as well. And this is one of the first times I've ever seen curry ketchup here in the US. It's all over Germany. I think I'm just gonna cut this ball. Oh, look at that. Look at it, interesting. You have some meat in there as well. I think I'll just use my fingers and I'll just give it a try as is.
Is it hot?
Wow. So I'm really not used to having cheese in my sauerkraut, but it definitely has this cheesy flavor to it.
There's cheese in there.
Yeah. You have the cabbage there from the sauerkraut, but then you also have this cheese and schinken, like some type of meat in there as well. And the cheese is nicely melted together after being fried. It's kind of all in this nice little ball. I think this would do well in Germany, but I've never seen a fried sauerkraut ball. So if you've ever seen one, let me know. I have to go when we get back in a week or two.
Nice. By the way, we got the Stammtisch, like the regulars table. That's the one. And apparently it's the flavor of Munich.
This is our first time, but we're regulars.
How do you?
I would totally order this again.
Should I try that?
I think you'll like it.
Maybe feed me one. Let's see. I don't love sauerkraut. This is way better because it doesn't taste like sauerkraut as much.
Yeah.
It's cheesy and deep fried. That's nice.
I think he likes it because it doesn't taste like sauerkraut. You've got a little of that like fermented flavor, but it's mostly cheese. It's really nice.
This is called the Bavarian combo plate. So the Bayern Teller basically. And we got a pork chop. And they have two different types of sausage. We have a bratwurst, which is this one. And then we have a Bavarian style Weisswurst.
Weisswurst.
You can choose two sides with every dish. We chose the fried potatoes and red cabbage with this one. I'm just gonna start with the bratwurst because that is the most German thing, I think. So piece of sausage, looks nice. A little bit of ketchup and mustard on there. Oh, it's actually surprising. Every other bratwurst I had in the US tastes a little different, oftentimes with beef in there. But this one actually has a typical bratwurst taste, or flavor, I should say. This is a little bit, reminds me of a Thuringian, the Thüringer Rostbratwurst, you know?
I feel like they look a little bigger than the Thuringia roast.
They look a little bigger. They're also pretty heavy for a sausage. They're chunky, they have a bite to it. That's actually pretty nice so far.
And these have curry ketchup, also with Senf. So this is like a curry-based ketchup and some spicy mustard.
It's not quite the one I'm used to in Germany, but it's definitely not just tomato ketchup.
So I'm gonna give this Weisswurst a try, this white sausage. Look at this. Oh God, that's a nice skin on there.
Oh, it looks legit though.
Yeah, it looks legit. Oh, you see it's coming out of the skin a bit?
Don't cut it, just bite it.
Okay, here we go, here we go. Nice Weisswurst.
Hell yeah.
Wow, that's proper airy. Usually for a vice versa, like the difference is it's a very airy sausage and it has kind of a thicker skin, like it's a little harder.
Crunchier skin, yeah.
It's not crunchy per se, but it's just a little harder to bite through.
Yeah.
But inside is so airy and smooth, kind of like a mortadella. That tastes like proper vice versa.
Yeah, does it taste like the one you had in Bavaria?
I think not, because the one I had in Bavaria didn't have curry ketchup on it. I had that's like sweet Senf. I feel like you could get this in Bavaria. You could get this sausage, this exact one. Wow, surprisingly.
All right, let me try the pork chop.
Pork chop.
Nice chop here.
So this is a lot of times in a lot of like Southern American cuisine too, like a good old pork chop. So I was surprised to see this on the menu with the bratwurst as a combo plate. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's fairly thin, has a good fat layer on the outside, but it looks nicely cooked, so let's see. There's a pork chop and a cutlet, the same thing.
A what?
A cutlet. Do you
Yeah.
have that? Cutlet?
I think so.
It's a very unique flavor. So far, I have to say that the flavors you get here are definitely different than the usual ones we find in the US. I'm not the biggest fan of the pork chop in Germany. If I want a steak or schnitzel, you know, I'd rather go for either like a schnitzel or like a beef steak, but that's okay. But now for my forte, we got different styles of potatoes.
Bratkartoffel.
Bratkartoffeln. And I absolutely love Bratkartoffeln, fried potatoes, but they differ a lot.
Yes.
So let's see how these are. They look fairly brown, a little oily. They're nice, they're very oily. Like, they taste good. There's also a little bit of onion in there.
I noticed they have that thick salt on it.
Salt chunks, onion. I wish there was a bit of ketchup on there, so I'm gonna steal a bit of
Steal some
the one
ketchup.
from the sausage. Can't go wrong with potatoes. Another thing I love is red cabbage, Rotkohl,
Rotkohl.
which usually you eat with like dumplings, or actually any kind of meat.
It's good with everything. It's a very wintry dish, right?
Yes, and the last one we ate was in Helen, Georgia, the most German town in America. That was rather disappointing, so let's see how this one is. Way better.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't look that great, but
Yeah,
this,
it looked a little dry, but when you mix it up, it looks
no,
nicer.
it's moist and it has this typical strong red cabbage taste to it, the flavor. That's good. This is the better side so far. They nailed this one, that's nice.
Then we have here potato salad or Kartoffelsalat, and you have nice big bacon chunks in there. It looks like American bacon style. And this looks like a proper potato salad. Oftentimes when we come to the US and order potato salad, it's like mashed potatoes or something. But I see the potato chunks, I see the chunks. Smells vinegar based, looks good. All right.
How dare you eat the potato dish? It's my forte.
Oh, I think you'll like this one. Definitely. I think we have some parsley chunks in there. Yeah, so this is a proper vinegar-based potato salad. One of the better ones I've had here in the US, aside from the ones we make from Phil's grandma's recipe. Oh, this one's pretty good.
While we are busy shoving all that meat and potatoes in our pie holes, I have to mention the interior of this place. The amount of decoration is crazy and would put shame on most of Germany's own restaurants. It feels like a proper old-school cabin, like they have it right on the slopes in the German or Austrian Alps. Except it's damn hot in South Carolina. Schlager music is blasting through the speakers, and overall it feels like the right place to party and to drink a lot of beer.
All right, and then for a second main dish and the highlight, we got a beef roulade. Nice Rinderroulade, which is this thinly wrapped layer of beef meat. And inside you have like usually onions, cucumber pieces, mustard to give it a little bit of spice. And it is a really, really nice dish. It should be really softly cooked. This also comes with two sides, and we chose Spätzle, which is like this kind of pasta, kind of noodle dish that is very usual.
It's like a dumpling.
Yeah, it's very common to the German South. And then also we have the potato salad, which I shall try too. Look at these layers, we just cut this thing. There's definitely onions in there, some pickles, bacon, and what it looks like a layer of cabbage.
It looks a little dry on the outside, but inside is so moist looking.
A good description for a roulade. The inside is very moist. Very heavy on the pickle side. It's like, I like that though, I like pickles. The meat itself, the wrapper basically, you're right, it's a little tad on the dry side. But overall, we have a nice sauce with it. Nice brown sauce here. Let's dip a little bit. It's good. I feel like the roulade is a little bit more of the sophisticated version of any like just steak, you know, because it's not just meat. It's a little bit more effort, more steps to make it right and to get it right. And if it comes out right, it's really good. This one is pretty decent. Still, I would give this like a 6.5 out of 10 on the roulade scale, you know?
I feel like this is another traditional winter dish as well in Germany. I don't think I've ever ordered this outside, mostly with Phil's family, so. All right, let's give it a try. So it is very meaty. The inside is very moist with all the onions and pickles and stuff, but the outside's a little dry. I watch a lot of food YouTube, and you'll see a lot of this in like the Midwestern fairs. They'll have a lot of these like on sticks, so I feel like maybe
On sticks?
Yeah, I would love for us to go. I feel like Phil would have a ball.
A roulade on a stick, that would be a first. That would be interesting.
Be very interesting, but
Maybe
this tastes like a very familiar flavor.
They probably deep fry that too, don't they?
Well, I think you can deep fry anything.
I think that would actually work very well. Imagine that, a roulade completely deep fried, like as a fat, crunchy ball.
All right, I'm here to try the Spätzle, and I love this stuff. This is my thing. I love Käsespätzle, which usually comes with these roasted fried onions on top. I'll give this one a try.
Yeah, this is basically the Käsespätzle minus the Käse. Still got the onions.
So good. Just give me a whole bowl of them and I'll shove it in my mouth. Yeah, that's good.
You dropped it.
I did, I dropped half of it.
They have nice caramelized onions with it. They're pretty good. It's not only common in Bavaria, it's also common in Baden-Württemberg, the southwest of Germany, where I lived for a while as well. I like them. I usually prefer pasta or potato sides, like the fried potatoes over that.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, but speaking of potatoes, I have to try the potato salad. I like it a lot. I hate mayonnaise potato salads because vinegar based is so much better. This is good. They did this really well. The potato salad and the red cabbage, I think, are my favorite sides.
Yeah, but the best thing we've had today is this thing, fried sauerkraut ball. That's super unique and I really like it. It's like German-American fusion right here.
Beauty.
It's beautiful.
Like us, we are German-American fusion.
Look at that.
Okay, so we just finished up. As you can see, everything is gone. And the question is, does it make me feel like home? I would say a little bit. The thing is, we had a lot of German-ish dishes in the US, and oftentimes they just offer like a schnitzel version, but they don't really get the taste right, or bratwurst is a good example. Here, I think they make an effort to get like the taste of the sausage, how it is in Germany.
Yeah.
In the South, the Weißwurst was good, the bratwurst was good, the roulade was good, so I think they're doing a good job. Yeah, the cabbage and the potato salad, that was awesome. So yeah, if you're looking for a real German taste, then this is a good place to go to.
Yeah, it's actually one of the best I've had. That was the Hans and Franz restaurant.
Hans and Franz.
It's funny, every time I tell people here that I live in Germany or that my husband is German, everyone tells me all of the German restaurants and activities to do here. So this is actually my first time at this restaurant.
Definitely worth a visit if you crave that little bit of taste from home, from Deutschland.
Yeah, the vibes are really nice too. I feel like in the evening with the lights, this would be really fun.
Yeah, so much decoration here, very nice.
So as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wo aus Holland kommst du?
Amsterdam.
Aus Amsterdam, ja.
Aber ich habe ganz lange auch in Almelo gewohnt,
Ja.
bei Osnabrück.